Just when you thought auto insurance rates couldn't get any higher or rates couldn't go any higher, the United Auto Workers strike came about and said, hold my cigar and watch this. Let's get after it. Okay, so you're thinking to yourself, what does the United Auto Workers Union striking have to do with my insurance rates going up? And for most people, that's easy to understand. I mean, you shouldn't draw the correlation, right? But as someone in the insurance industry and someone who is currently watching their clients have claims where their vehicle has been wrecked and it is taking forever for those cars to be fixed, I can tell you that it will eventually have a direct impact on your insurance rates. So let's talk about how. Well, let me give you a for instance. I have a client who had purchased a brand new truck. He loved the truck. The truck was his pride and joy, maybe even more than his wife, or that's what she says. But he's driving home one day. He's on the highway, he's getting off the off ramp, and someone rear ends him. No big deal. Did some damage to the back of the truck. Gonna need a new tailgate. Well, obviously it's a brand new truck, so a tailgate is not a tailgate anymore. It's like Fort Knox. So the tailgate in and of itself, let's say it was gonna be $9,000. I think it's probably right, $9,000 to $10,000 for a freaking tailgate. Still expensive. We've done other videos about how escalating prices on labor and materials have affected rates. But what you don't think about is this. That accident was approximately 2 months ago. My client has turned their truck over to the body shop to have it repaired, a $9,000 repair. Well, because it wasn't his fault, the at-fault party's insurance needs to put him in a rental vehicle. And my client has now been in a rental vehicle for 2 months. Now, let's just say the national average is $60 a day. Well, the longer you're in a rental vehicle, the more the cost of that claim goes up, which means the insurance carrier makes less money. So the question though becomes, why is it taking so long for this vehicle to be fixed? And I didn't have any clue. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't connecting the dots. Until recently, I was at a family function, and I have a family member who is in the auto body repair business. And I brought up my particular client's situation to him. This was not his body shop that was working on my client's truck. And I was starting to tell him about how it was taking 2 months, and it had been a truck. And he says to me, it was a GMC truck, wasn't it? I was like, how did you know that? He's like, well, we're dealing with the same thing right now with GMC and a couple other manufacturers. We can't get the parts. Why can't you get the parts? I said to him. And he said, well, the strike at the manufacturers doesn't just affect the assembly line workers. It affects the people pulling stuff off the shelves, from getting parts to this, that, or the other. So because of this union strike that's been going on, it's now taking double, triple the time to actually fix vehicles, to get the parts in. And when that happens, your $9,000 claim, and let's just say that it should have taken 2 weeks. If we do $60 times, I can't do that math, times 10 days. Let's say 10 days is what it should have taken. That's $600. If now the rental is at 30 days, we've tripled our cost. So we've gone from $9,600 to, what is that, over $10,000? My math is not that good, so double check me. Huh? That's why your insurance is gonna go up even more, because the cost of claims is gonna continue to skyrocket. And it's not my customer's fault that that happened. Honestly, to an extent, it's not even the person who hit him's fault that this claim is gonna cost so much. I mean, when you hit a brand new vehicle, the cost to repair those things just in parts and labor is astronomical these days. It costs more to fix things now than it has ever done, and that's why your insurance has gone up. But now you tack on the fact that you can't get parts, that it's gonna take triple the time to fix something, and you're gonna have to pay for a rental triple the time. Well, folks, that is a big tsunami of suck when it comes to the effect that it has on your auto insurance rates. And it might not happen right now, but let's see in 12 months if we aren't still in a cycle of rising auto insurance rates. Wow, didn't mean to go off on you there. Not trying to get into a political debate about whether or not someone should be striking or what. It's a free country. People do what you want. I'm just simply here to point out how it's going to affect you and your insurance rates. And until next time, we'll see you.